Come on, Rangers! Come on,
He missed the whole game.
A week has passed since Holland Sports' catastrophic start to the season. A red card, an injured goalkeeper and a missed penalty all preceded the 3 goals that torpedoed the club's dreams of an opening day win. Perhaps under a bit more pressure than they're used to, Berks and Mike must now prepare for the visit of Southwick, a club that not only beat Holland Sports last season, but also pipped them to the league title. And with a huge squad to choose from, the management duo must figure out how best to utilise the players they have at their disposal.
What's new? Everything's new really to me. Obviously one game here last week didn't go as planned. George Smith sent off within inside 10 minutes, so frustrating afternoon. The boys that played did brilliantly, 10 men for 80 minutes, that's a long time in that heat. They worked really hard. As all managers know out there's problems that nobody sees in phone calls and texts and messages, and that can burden you sometimes before a game. So a lot of that's gone on, people not happy, not make the squad. Me and Mike have ruffled a few feathers here, which isn't our intention, but you know, we need to start getting points now. I think it's another tough game. They lost to these last year. I know people are looking at my results, and you know, I want to win games of football, and it hurts to lose games, and it hurts that people are commenting on us losing games of football. It hurts that, you know, it's at a level where I know I can manage and know I can win games, and you know, if we've got desires to manage higher, then we've got to do it this year, me and Mike. So it's a big game today.
With George Smith banned for 3 games, Todd Lucas Scott will come in on the right hand side. He starts in a front 3 with Joe Hill and Sam Cockerill. Meanwhile, an injury to goalkeeper Joe Stapleton meant the bunch of amateurs had to beg Dorking Wanderers owner Mark White to lend Berks a goalkeeper. Enter Cameron Rowe, an 18-year-old who's never played at this level before.
Have a seat, I won't keep you too long. I know it's red hot in here, or stand somewhere. A couple of things. Obviously Cameron, welcome to the squad, coming in today, doing us a favour. Give him a big clap, boys.
Thanks, Cameron.
Good lad.
I love you.
Thank you, Todd. And Dan Draper's just involved today with the warm-up, getting used to the squad. Well done, Dan. It's done really well in the resis. Okay, team today, and I think the message is really clear from training in terms of how we need to play and implement our style onto them. We need to be patient in possession, we need to press the unit, and the most important message today is to win your personal battles. All right, thinking about 3 points, all the talk about everything that's going on, everyone is responsible for their own personal battle today. Talk's cheap, there's no excuse, you've all got a job to do for the team, and you win that battle today, collectively we get all 3 points. And you pass that ball like I know you can today and make them work and chase you. It's a big 3 points, and I think you all agree we need a reaction today, don't we, lads, from last week? We need a collective reaction. No negativity, team first ethos from the subs all the way through to the starting 11. Let's get back in it together with 3 points, okay? Out we go for the photo. So Cameron, today, we're just looking to play like you do at Dorking, really. The 2 centre-backs will split. We'll also have, we've got one little quality midfielder, Steve, the 8 dog. If he comes looking and you want to do that one, first 5 we'll go a bit longer, but once the game opens up a little bit, don't be afraid to play. No. You get close to, so I'm going to tell Sam, boom, I want him setting, every time he's got it, Murph, I want you turn it, and you've got full back, you're loving it there, you go full back, you know, you'll be the one getting it out of that tight area. But just think, going forward, look at Reece James, and like, who's a good left back? Robertson. Like, picture how high are they crossing the ball? How much are they joining in? They're not stuck as a 4. How you both feeling?
Good, mate.
Right, listen, when we've got it, freedom. Complete freedom, lads, when we've got it. Get in those pockets. If it's being crossed in from Ollie Wells, everyone's in the box. If Ollie's driving at you, Todd, come out. If Joe Cab's driving at you, Joe, come out. But if you want to go play central, Joe, go play central. You've got complete freedom. And I can see you two getting chances today, boys. I can see you two doing it today.
But not everybody in the squad is in a great place. Conor McGuinness is frustrated that he's not in the starting 11.
I know you are, but I know you are, Connor. And the cream always rises, and your opportunity will come, and it might be today, and you get it, and then it's yours. So I get it, Connor. I just need you to be positive for me. I know it's hard. Just take a second. The hunger in here is unreal, and there's so many unhappy people on the bench, like I said, unhappy people not in the squad. The 11 starting earn it today. You're responsible for your personal battle. Don't look at anyone else. Make sure your own house is in order. When we've got it, our centre-backs split, our full-backs have licence to create overlaps and create 2v1s on their full-backs. We're about what we do out there for each other in 90 minutes. Okay, boys? Yeah. Let's get after it. Let's go, Holland! Hold, Joe, cut the line! Hold, Steve, Sam! Well done! Nice and loud, Cameron! Yellow winner, Charlie, Harry! 7. Run up! Step up!
Aided by the vocal support of new goalkeeper Cameron, Holland deal with Southwick's early forays and begin to knock the ball about with confidence.
Can we play? Can we play?
Play! Better, Mike.
Good!
Left back! Play! Get some yards, Harry! Come out there, Steve! Play, bounces, Steve, go home! Time! Great ball.
Let's load that box, Joe! Join in, Cavs!
Little run, Joe! Great ball.
What's dropped? Oh, unlucky Joe, Cav!
Holland are consistently attacking, with a variety of half chances falling their way as a result.
Go on, Joe, you in?
Target, Joe.
Early!
Sadly, it's not long before their rhythm is interrupted by the discovery of every non-league football manager's worst fear, a dog turd on the pitch.
Same old story. All right, ref, I'm coming. Nothing changes, ref, I tell ya. That's a hell of a spot, ref. Great start, boys. Great start. Well done, Todd. Brilliant.
There's always dog poo to pick up off the pitch.
One day I won't have to do this. I'll get a pooper scooper.
Arms down and winners!
Yellow win. Cameron Loud. Time! Time! Movement! Joe Hill!
Get out of his space, remember? Yeah?
Time!
Get out of his space, good Todd, well done.
Holland's composure on the ball and their improved movement is causing Southwick a great deal of trouble, and the home side are dominant in the middle of the park.
Step up!
They deal with Southwick's set pieces, at least until the 10th minute. On this occasion they're saved by the linesman's flag, and Southwick go to sleep.
We're playing, let's move!
Joe Hill! Joe Hill!
Go on, Joe! Oh, Joe!
Joe Hill tries to roll the ball past goalkeeper Elliot Tucker, but the keeper's foot does just enough.
Stevie, brilliant!
Todd Lucas Scott is the next to have a half chance.
Great ball. Oh my, what a ball that is.
Despite their dominance, Holland are vulnerable on the counter, and when Steve Panay's pass is intercepted, Southwick can break.
Working then, Steve. Keeper!
Good save, Cameron!
The opening gives Cameron the chance to impress with a decent save.
We don't need to be, we're on the front foot, we've got our foot on the accelerator and we're going forward. We don't need to go flat out and try and keep doing what we're doing, be patient. We've got time to throw the kitchen sink at it.
Cameron's distribution is just as important as his shot stopping, and he moves the ball just as his Dorking bosses would demand, and it's working well with the Holland defence.
Get out of that space. Steve, come out of space. Time. Man on now, what you see. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Keep the ball, Mike. Keep the ball, Mike. Get it again. That's the good ball, though.
The return of Harry Dalton, as centre-back with more composure than Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, helps Holland build from the back, and in the 43rd minute he starts the best move of the game.
Great ball.
Joe, left shoulder, Joe, left shoulder. Go! Go!
Yes! Get in there!
Before the match, Barks told his fullbacks to get forward, but even he would be surprised to see them both scrambling at the end of this back-to-front move. Left back Ollie Wells, who left the field with possible concussion a week earlier, pokes the ball home.
Dominating this for us, alright? Giving us the platform, well done boys.
Focus!
Focus! Focus!
Clearly excited to have taken the lead for the first time under their new regime, Holland need their manager to demand focus if they're to ride the wave of pressure that Southwick wished to exert immediately after going behind.
Come wide for him, look, Ollie.
Unfortunately, Ollie Wells' lame back pass is sliced by Cameron Rowe.
Unlucky, mate, unlucky. I didn't see that at all.
Southwick immediately go looking for a second, while Holland are mad keen on counter-attacking.
Alright, he's okay.
Of course he's okay, the whistle blows.
Tell me you wouldn't have done that. Gosh, you would have. Anyone would have done it.
One counter is thwarted by a questionable head injury, while the other is stopped by the referee's half-time whistle.
Far better side, keeping the ball, haven't we? Got loads of room in there, Steve.
To start with, brilliant. We're knocking the ball around, we're getting the ball down, we're trying to play early, we're trying to do all the things we've worked on. Can we do it a bit quicker? Yeah. Can we pick the better option sometimes? Yeah. Can we sometimes get into a situation and where you're saying about that clip go, actually clip's not on, let's go back and recycle and start again? Absolutely we can. Boys, it's been brilliant. From where we were last week, I mean, this is my third game with you. The first game, we're a completely different side to that first pre-season game. Completely different side. We're keeping the ball, we're able to do all these things. Last week, we didn't grow into being able to do anything like this until towards the end. Now we're able to do it. What we've got to be able to do now is get something for it. The thing I would say, the goal, is collectively, we've switched off there. Okay, we're on the sideline. I don't think Bark saw it all. People on the sideline, we're all talking about it and whatever. We've shortchanged the keeper, we've switched off. And from the moment you start playing football, everyone tells you, score a goal, chin up, let's go, 0-0 and all the rest of it. We didn't do that. That can't happen ever again. All right? If we score a goal, we get back in, we get our heads on and we start playing. All right? But overall from me, absolutely fantastic. Let's be patient. When we get up there, be clinical, but be patient. And we will be in this bar later on with 3 points in our pocket, saying goodbye to that megaphone and all the rest of it. We don't do it now, we do it afterwards when we beat them. All right, boys? Well done.
Brilliant. I've just come off there and they're all singing your plaudits, the way you moved the ball there. All right, you've done everything we did in training, 1-2 touch, even more patient, even more time. In a game of football, when you've got 20 yards in front of you, use it. And when that person's running with that ball into that space, he needs people demanding it. He needs people demanding it. Because we should be getting Joe and Todd in behind a lot more. Now we need to figure out ways to do that because we've had a lot of possession and we've moved the ball. All of that is money in the bank. All of that. They are absolutely blowing, lads. Because they've chased. You think about how much we've had the ball, 75%, 70% of that game. They have worked so hard. They've given us the best they've got. And if you're just patient, the last 15, 20 minutes here, with our energy, it's going to open up. And it's just about not trying to win it in the next 10 minutes. You've moved the ball amazingly well. They can't live with you. It's about now turning that into that clinical finish. When we're around goal, let's let him know. All right, yeah, we've conceded and it deflates you. But they're in there, necking waters, having Lucasades, calling themselves down, worried about what's to come. Now you need to continue to trust each other, continue to play, and do the right things and trust the process that eventually Joe, Todd, Sam, Murph, Mike, someone, Ollie, is going to get that chance and stick it away. How do you all feel?
I reckon we're way on top. They're not causing this issue at all. I just think collectively when we're going forward, I just think the most dangerous we look personally is when Ollie and Joe have gone.
If we've taken 8 touches down the right side and it's not on at the right, go back inside and back out again.
Yeah.
Because what's happened is Murph then drops off and he comes on the other side and so does Steve, and I can see it straight away. If you take 8 touches and all the ball that's on is in behind, just turn back, go back.
When you go out wide, the centre back never follows me when I come out.
Listen, lads, listen. Lads, it's not a game of chess. Right, listen, I wish it was. It's not a game of chess. It's a free-flowing game of football. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. If you're working when we've got the ball to create the space to receive it, that's good enough. Keep it positive, but don't start changing what we're doing, and let's be clinical.
Let's put them
all right?
a bit more. Fucking get in.
Let's go, boys, come on!
Holland immediately pushed forward from the kickoff. Their attacking intent made plain against a bare 11 side who only just managed to cobble a team together in time for the fixture. The relentless hard work of Sam Cockerill eventually forcing a corner.
That's all right, recycle! We need recovery, boys!
A loose touch from Mike Smith plays in Archie Russell, and even though he's stopped by Joe Hill's heroic tackle, the ref mistakenly gives an offside against Jordan Groom. It's a rare attack for Southwick, who are consistently pinned back by Holland.
Go on, try and attack! That goes.
Another confident move sees Holland spread the ball around from side to side, eventually giving Sam Cockerill the chance to poke the ball at the Southwick goal.
Unlucky. Come on, Sam. He's in.
Soon after, the two Joes combine to play in Todd Lucas, and the only way to stop him is with a world-class tackle.
If you get anywhere near that goal, James, just...
You can come back on, stay with us. You're done.
With an hour played, Barks and Mike shuffle the pack, sending on attacker James Barker, who has a point to prove. But almost immediately, Elliot Tucker's long kick is inadvertently headed on by Charlie McCarthy, and Jordan Groom has a glorious chance to marry a goal. A minor error from the Southwick lino lands him with a near full from the Holland bench and team, much to the referee's chagrin. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to say that word.
Nothing about the assistant, please, okay? I don't want to hear it.
Holland ramp up the pressure. Substitute Conor McGuinness is another with a point to prove, and his crossing is becoming increasingly threatening.
Time! Great ball, Con.
20 minutes remain on the clock when a contentious decision from the referee winds up an already frustrated Joe Hill.
All the way out there as well, lovely. It's that way! Ref! No! Ref! You've made the decision, he's given it, and now you're going to book our player!
The usually reserved Mike loses his shit, while Joe is forced to accept a 10-minute sin bin punishment for the liberal use of the F word in the referee's general direction.
You ain't sworn at you all game.
You can still talk to him, ref! You can still change that decision by talking to your linesman. He's your official.
For the first time in 2 years, a bunch of amateurs were forced to calm Mike down.
Time!
Holland Sports may be down to 10 men, but Southwick don't have any substitutes, and it's beginning to show.
Time, James! Drive! Keep going, James!
James Barker leads yet another charge, exploiting the space that the knackered Southwick are giving up. Conor McGuinness's cross eventually finds its way back to Barker's feet, and remembering Mike's tip from earlier, Barker hits it early.
Yes! Get in there!
As if it was still at the forefront of Barks' mind, the referee wants to discuss that decision from earlier, where he gave the throw the wrong way.
The assistant gave it one way, then he gave it the other, okay? I made the decision on the pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't really matter what
Listen,
he says afterwards.
look,
and your player unfortunately reacted
That's fine.
badly.
You've had a brilliant game. I think you've been brilliant. I think you've been approachable and everything. All I'm saying is it's only frustrating because we're right in front of that. No, I'm just letting you know, it's flecked off him. Your line ain't seen it, we've all seen it. But then that leads to me losing a player. And I know he said F off, man, but they're right in the first half said F off to you a number of times as well. So there's just a lack of consistency with that. We'll accept it. I accept what's happened. You've been brilliant. Can we just keep it going? We had the first half. Thank you. In football, roller coaster, mate. This is like life. It's like life. Nah. I don't care what you say. We believe in you 1,000,000%. I don't care how you feel. I'm going to keep telling you that. Go on and just run and ragged when you get back on. We all swear in football, I swear. The 8's sworn at him all game and he hasn't done anything to him. So, Time card!
They might have a lead and only 10 men, but Holland are going for a third.
You're nice and fresh now, Joe.
And the visitors are quick to remind the home side that there's still only one goal in it.
Well done, Cameron. Leaders all over! Leaders all over! Let's hear ya!
With 8 minutes left, Joe Hill returns to the pitch and is given a very generous welcome back present by goalkeeper Elliot Tucker.
Yes! Get in there! Yes. Push you with Stephen, now it's back on the floor.
Worn out with broken spirits, Southwick are collapsing like Prince Andrew's legal defence.
They're done. Oh, do you know what? Unlucky boys!
Shift it if you go. Bang it, Steve! Oh. Relax! Here we are, shuffle! Don't overcommit, Wardy, just slow him down. Well done, don't need to win. Good boy.
He's on. Go on, Joe! Make it count!
Harry Ward's tackle plays in Joe Hill for the fourth.
Well done, Toddy. Brilliant. Hey, took the opportunity.
Well done, mate.
When I stand there and see that football, I'm just really proud. And that's kind of the vision I had of the shape, of the way we moved the ball. And when you talk to people later, everyone's come over, been in the club years, just gone, unbelievable football. You know, the way we've moved that ball. And that's all the money in the bank. That last 20-minute spell, we're running riot, is because they've chased that ball for 80 minutes, 75 minutes. And that's the bit you earn that golden nugget at the end by moving that football. As you said, big squad, people are unhappy with me. I can't keep everyone happy. I'll do my best. I will do my best. But I'm here to win games of football. And that's what I want to do. And I want everyone is part of that. And you can see, like you said, James Barker annoyed, comes on and scores a worldie. So people have opportunities to prove their points. If you're annoyed at me, I get it. But I can't keep 27 lads happy all season. You're all going to play a part as far as I'm concerned. But we are a team first team. That is the ethos here. I think we give young Cameron a massive round of applause for today. Superb. Sign him up. He signed that hopefully because he just played. And I'm going to give MOM to Harry Dalton. Well done, Harry. That's a couple of quid. Boys, brilliant. Couple of things now. The corner flags, the goals, and everyone have at least one drink. And as Mike said, buy the lino, buy Paul who washed the kit, and Russ who cuts the grass a drink as well. All right, boys, well done.
We don't entirely understand how Charlie McCarthy's fine wheel works, but we do know that it involves paying money in order for bad things to happen.
Are you actually, Con, is this for real, Con?
Yeah. Hold on. Spin again.
Is this for real?
Yeah. Sweet next week. Yes.
So they get £5 before you
Pay for sweet.
I Louis do it. What, £5 you come?
£2 plus a quid, and now you got to get sweets next week. So that's £2.
To be fair, did James get fined? Because I thought
£2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Double this.
See, spin it in your car. Get a jug in. Yeah! It's waiting, isn't it?
Get that down, y'all.
It's waiting.
Remember, this is Paul washed the kit. I don't know what I mean in terms of levels.
Oh, yeah.
Just one day I'll have like a YTS boy.
We should nominate a player every week for that.
What's that?
We should nominate a player every week for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Normally the young lads.
So you got it, yeah. Mike's been kind of counselling for me today a little bit. I've just felt a little bit tense from the moment I arrived. You know, like I said pre-game, a lot of people upset not in the squad, a lot of people annoyed on the bench. So there's a lot of different components that go into a Saturday, bearing in mind they all pay to play still. So I turned up a little bit negative, maybe even stressed, maybe even worried. wanted the victory, wanted the 3 points so badly, and you know, last week was hard to judge and reflect on because we went down to 10. You still didn't really know what kind of side we were, and if we were the kind of side that I want us to be and see us being. And today, I think that they kind of alleviated all those fears for me.
I'm Cameron Rowe and goalkeeping at Holland Sports.
And how did that come about?
Well, I got a text from Jordan Clark, one of my managers, saying that Holland need a goalkeeper and that I'd be able to do it, and I said, of course, yeah. I got the text just after finishing a football match, and I thought this is a great opportunity to play because it's the highest level I've played at.
And you know Mark hates goalkeepers.
Yeah, he's quite harsh on them, yeah.
Were you nervous coming out at this level? How did you feel?
Well, I wasn't really nervous. I was just sort of just taking it as it comes. I try to come across as confident as possible. I think if I come across confident, then the whole team comes across confident as well.
Your distribution seems like it's just pure Dorking, like it's a stick of rock, and like where you cut it, it's going to say Dorking.
Yeah.
You know, you get it, you ping it straight out to the fullbacks, and that is that drilled into you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, throughout the first team and all the way through to the 18s and through the academy, they all play the same way. So if someone needs to play up a level, they can just fit in that system. So it suits me perfectly because I'm playing that way and it just works. There's some things that you've sort of got to get used to, but overall there wasn't actually too much difference, especially at the back. They sort of set up the same way.
Sam Cockerill, play up front for Holland Sports. It's my second spell, and the sort of 2 years before and 4 years now, so about six in total. Well, I went to Woking when I was 16, went through the youth system, got a contract. I was 17, I think, and I was there till I was 22, and then sort of after that came out, and then sort of spent a lot of time around the sort of step five mark, step 6. I'd sort of given up chasing, you know, the professional dream, 25, 26, and then sort of signed down here for the enjoyment, really.
Okay, so you're from a football family, right? Your dad was a pro.
Yeah.
Were you ever under pressure to become a pro footballer, or was he just supportive? How did that work?
Yeah, supportive really, and sort of helped me become a better player. Yeah, it clicked today and needed a big reaction from last week. I mean, it was a bit of a write-off last week from 6 minutes in, and a couple of bad things didn't go for us. Goalie, the penalty, the red card. So yeah, it was just a big reaction, a big performance.
I'm James Barker. I play on the wing. Bark's got me playing in cam now, trying out a few new positions, but yeah, essentially I'm an attacker playing with the first team. I was a little bit disappointed to be not starting, considering, you know, I work hard, feel like I'm a key player in the team, but at the end of the day, I felt like I had to come on and do a job, but I'm not overly gutted. I did a triathlon yesterday, so my legs were feeling a bit sore, so, you know, still good, pleased to come on and get a goal to make us go 2-1. We've had the same team for about 3 years. Players know each other, players know our positions, so it's been hard adjusting to a new formation, slightly new setup, new tactics, so it's just adjusting, but got faith in Barks and Mike to do a good job, so just got to stay with it. Yeah, well, I mean, once I picked it out on the right hand side, I just knew I needed to take a touch and just pull the trigger. Seeing a lot of some chances been wasted, maybe had that quick fire, so I thought, yeah, get in front of goal today, make sure I pull the trigger, and yeah, it was good to find the back of the net.
I think the anxiety and the tension today was, we've come in, a lot of change, you've got to get the right people on the bus, and then you've got to have some quick wins.
You love that one,
and
yeah.
I do like that one, on the bus. You have got to get the right people on the bus.
We do the coach, right?
And then you've got to get some quick wins, and losing last week, difficult circumstances, you can forgive yourself fine, but you come here and lose today, and suddenly, although we believe in the process, you know, we're picking people up and trying to drag them to go with the process with us. So to win today was really, really key for us, and fantastic. And the way the lads played was just superb. It was great to watch. I think everyone here that was watching, people in the bar are all talking to us. There's a great atmosphere in the bar at the moment, of people saying that was really good. Really enjoyed watching that. And that's for all the hard work that we put in in training, all the concepts we're trying to get them to do. We've talked loads about young people being coachable and could they be coached to do the right things, and today was a combination of all those things, so really happy.
Yeah. We're here, we're accountable, Mike, me and Mike, for what happens out there. Therefore, we're going to do it the way we think's best, and that's going to upset a few people, unfortunately. But the core, people on the bus, all right, they're with us. You can feel it. You can feel they're playing over there, they're drinking, they're spinning the wheel. We've just won 4-1. Before today, there would have been a bit of doubt in the air, and I think we've squashed that doubt. And I think that the people in the committee that perhaps were wondering what's going on today was not just the result, it was the way we played football and how organised we are. And this is only game 2. If we can build on this, where are we going to be at Christmas?
You're out.
What are you going to add? Shake and bake.
No, this is brilliant. I don't even need a question now, Phipp. That's it. Just go.
We need your help to grow, so if you don't mind, would you hit like and subscribe for us, and then maybe post a comment or two, because, I mean, you have to think of something to say, obviously, but that will really help with the YouTube algorithm. I think, is that okay to ask? Do you mind?